Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great day today. We are going to be playing some more Barotrauma, going a bit deeper into the oceans of Europa. So, without wasting too much time, I have already preloaded up. So, where we currently are at, as usual, I've done a lot of the background work, restocking, making sure we've had a few upgrades, and I have noticed our goal for today. Hi, Criminal. Nice to see you. So, I have basically been triggering a lot of the beacons. I've gone back quite some distance, not all the way back to the beginning. But most of the current ones have been opened up. So, my plan for today's stream is possibly going a bit further across. And we have now started to encounter creatures from the abyss. I think if we can try to hunt one of them, if we succeed, awesome. If we don't, we will run away with our tail between our legs. But we can, as we see here, enter the new area. And we do, luckily, have enough reputation with the Europa coalition. That means that we can go down the more southern passage rather than the more northern passage. As you can see, the Separatists aren't particularly a huge fan. I think we can do it, though. I think we can do it. At the very least, we will fight something with a big, scary monster with lots of teeth. But, yeah. So, while we're here, let's see if we can take a few extra jobs on board. I suppose a bit more data keeping. We have a new security officer, which is Lucy Ray. Thank you very much for following. I really appreciate it. You will be helping to keep the sub safe. And currently, assistant, I have renamed as Benny. I am pretty certain any assistants we get that will not be renamed will be the ones that I will throw directly into the pits of the jaws of death itself. I'm just going to call Benny as it is. Hi, Gerbil. You put the command in wrong. Try exclamation mark hat. I even put it at the bottom of the screen in the little widget box. But yes, we're going to try to fight something big and scary tonight. We take a few extra missions on. We'll see what Winston Sexton wants. No, it's not. You did hat exclamation mark, but you got to try exclamation mark hat. We're not going to do anything with the mines, I think. So, there's a bit of a jump to kind of continue going a bit more eastwards. But we can possibly scan the ruins. Oh yes, the big statement in the middle does say hat. But next to it, just off it, it has the little command. It's got to be exclamation mark and then the command. Otherwise, it will just trigger if accidentally somebody said hat in their sentence. I don't know. I don't know. That's the issue, isn't it? Yes, the tiny thing on the right is the command. Yes. If it's a command, it's exclamation mark first. Well, we're going to see how well we are going to survive. For people who are probably concerned, which I know Vamp will definitely be, Mooch is still with us. I have been actively going out of my way between missions to make sure Mooch is fed. There was a odd occasion where it was eating a dead body, but that was totally not my fault. There you go. There you go, Gerbil. You got the hat now. Mooch does double as garbage disposal. At one point, I'm curious as to... Okay, yes. So the reason... This is something that Crowmanor was able to find out. If you set a dedicated colour to your name in the chat, I'm sure Crowmanor might be able to talk you through it, you can change the colour. If not, and this is why it was crashing originally, if you haven't got it set, it will try to come up with one for you, but then it crashes. So we have generalized that if you don't have a color, it will just come up as white. Yes, exactly, Cromana. So there was no bias in it at all, other than the fact that it was trying to make a color that did not exist, which would have been pretty amazing. Yeah, like that. So if you type in hat again, it should change the color. There you go. So you can pick your favorite color and it will come up with the color of your choice. So we're going to Orlon's grave. We have got a few new items. I have got myself a nice sword instead of my stun baton. That works equally very well. I also realised I can dual-wield pistols. There might have been a minor incident where I may have almost shot Mooch by having a pistol in one hand and pet food in another, and I threw pet food at Mooch while shooting at it. It missed. Before anybody panics, it totally missed. It might come back up with the thing if you try doing hat again. I think it will show up if you are just watching with no audio. The exosuit has been particularly useful. And Gerbil was, although he now no longer is, was running around in full metal. You go, full plate metal. No custom badges as yet. That's a big boy thing. The only badges we currently have are swords for mods, the little tiny broadcaster for me. But yeah, later on we'll be able to get some more. Yep, we're fighting something on board. He is, or was, he might not be doing it anymore. Ah, okay, yes. He was running around in full plate mail. And he's just been swapping out a bit in order to put on diving suits. Which is silly, really. You should be able to have diving suits and plate mail, but I don't know. It's only so much you can ask from the game. And yes, I am a big boy. I managed to hit my goal. So, you know, 14 things. I just need another, quick calculation, 36 more. And then I can start bringing some other interesting things in there, including a VIP badge. So we've been sinking a lot less than usual, which is good. Always good for a submarine. Hammerheads still cause a bit of issue. We did have a minor issue with the AI medics wanted to routinely give opium to people, which was fine, but the amount of cash I had to spend to cure opium addictions was a bit weird. So I have taken that away. So, sorry. Oh, true. Submarines are supposed to sink, but they're also meant to rise up again. I wasn't paying attention. What I really should do is have chat on the same screen as the one I'm looking at, so I'm not looking at a second screen. And crashing. I think that's a dead end. Oh no, we might be able to get through. Squeeze through. Yeah, I think we have to go around the other way. You know what, I'll just let the autopilot take us out of this. That is a small issue. I don't remember seeing Mooch. Oh, there is Mooch. Hi, Mooch. And for some reason, people don't want to put their diving suits away, which is both good and weird. I will never lose Mooch. I'm fairly certain Vamp will make me go out and find a new, find Mooch if I lost Mooch. We are running a little bit low on the fuel, so we'll just replace that one. Okay, I don't know why we're sitting stationary. Let's move forward. Quick to hand suits. True. True. That's totally the reason. Okay, there was nothing that should have hit. We should be able to sail through that. Turns out not. I am not qualified to drive this sub. It's just the problem is I'm picking the role that I am forced to pick. Interesting. Actually, thank you for reminding me that for that, Crewmana. I have noticed that Barotrauma is currently 50% off on Steam. From £30 to £15. It's, well, if you're liking what you're seeing so far, you can both play it cooperatively or solo. It's half price till I think the 10th of June. But yeah, if you want to give it a shot, by all means, give it a go. I fully love this game. I love coming back to it. There's a reason why this is the game I decided to try to stream so regularly. I think we're in a dead end. There we go. Nice and easy. See what happens when I'm paying attention to steering and not chat? That being said, I don't know where we're going. I think we're going further and further away, so I'm just going to let the autopilot drive us closer. So I could just, I'm totally just doing this so I can talk with you lot. And so I hope you're having a good day. I know that the UK Games Expo is currently happening in the UK. So I hope you've been able to, those people who are either there currently or catching the stream later on, hope you had a good time. Hope you found some interesting stuff. For some reason, autopilot has decided to rub the back of the ship against the wall. This is the first major issue. It's just trying to find a where to get into where we need to be. Although we have broken 4,000 meters in depth, which I think is probably one of the deepest we've been. Possibly not. I think we may have gone deeper. Although I have a horrible feeling we may have punched through a small crack in the ground. And that's the reason why the autopilot's freaking out. Yeah, I think if we'd come in that way, we would have we'd be able to get out. Yes, thank you, Gerbil. I know there's a hull breach in the armory. I accidentally caused it. There isn't, but there is a lovely little command, which is either blow up the ship, or if we have punched through and we're particularly deep, I could just go as deep as the ship will allow us to go. Either get us crushed or get us eaten. See, this was the little place we were last time. That it was saying we could slot in. I did not know that. I mean, I'll have another look. I will go a bit further back. We'll try and find the route out. And if not, let's see if we can... I think our current crush depth is 5,000 meters. Ow. But don't worry, I don't think we would get crushed. I think we'd get eaten before we get crushed. Huh. Cool. That seems like a very round number. I would have added maybe like an extra 21 meters to it. That way, you know, it's more, seems a bit more believable. We really just went into a really odd place. I think we are underneath where we should... Well, I mean, you're saying it is... 8,000 meters. Okay, I think we found the hole that that the autopilot steered us into. Oh, I see. Okay, that's a bit more believable. That's a bit more believable. Okay, I think we're out now. Unknown target spotted. I don't like the sound of it saying unknown target. I'm curious. I'm just going to set autopilot on. I want to see what these people are firing at. Oh, there's just spiralings. It's nothing too scary. I mean, it could be a creature from the abyss, but they seem to be just spinelings. No, I'll take off directional. I'll have a... It doesn't look like it's anything that we should be too worried about. Although, of course, autopilot's being silly now. We are sinking. Why are we sinking? Why for are we sinking? What is down here? What is making us sink? We have mud raptors on board. That's one thing. Ooh. Those are new. Something has happened to our ship. I don't know what that is. Hello? You're not friendly, I can tell you that much. Don't want to shoot because I'm just going to hit my own teammates. Yeah, we'll all be fine. It's fine, I can just stay here. Wow, it blew up. Okay. Well. Honestly, chat, first time I've encountered those monsters, I'm not sure I like them. Thanks for the research, Jervel. I mean, the fact you've just come back, please notice that my character seems to be kind of spread across the screen. Yeah, I mean, just as we die. Oh, and now the ship starts lifting. That's it's my corpse slowly dropping. I'm not sure what those little green things were. So, let's let's try a reset. Or a retry. those creatures are definitely something new. Now, granted, when I first played this, it was like a year ago, so Mooch's big brothers could be Mooch's big brothers coming for revenge. It could be. Like, I have to do a bit of research. I'm fairly certain we can have a look at it. Well, I mean, I'm assuming Mooch survived. Most of the other people survived. It just seemed to be the water pressure blew me up. We'll have to see what happens. So we had a mini diversion, and by the time we were able to find the right way out, the angry monsters had come up to find us. So let's try again. I think this time I'm just going to not let... You know what? No, I think that's a very good idea. Let's just maintain position. I'm going to tell... I'll tell myself, fix any leaks. Gerbil. We'll let you take this. It was a trial run. It was the first run out, so it doesn't count. But we'll let Gerbil steer this round, I think. And then we can totally... Yeah, you can see how he's better and all that. You see, of course, now it's going to be a nice smooth trip. Gerbil's steering. Just because you're steering does not give you access to the radio. That being said, we are now stalled. What are we stuck on? We should not be stuck. Okay, we're actually moving now. We all know Cromana is in charge of the radio. We can't touch her music. I'm sure that at some point, if I can be bothered, maybe we can do something and just have like triggering a radio sort of station. But yes, annoyingly, this run seems to be a lot smoother. No getting lost in a dark, dismal pit. No weird, glowing green things that explode at the bottom of the ship. Yet. Of course. Of course. Take it nice and easy. Believe it or not, I did upgrade the hull of our ship. Doesn't always seem to be working as much. They just seem to chew through it. That just a fraction slower than usual, but we aren't rising as quickly. Okay, now we're sinking. I think most of the things in here are dead. Oh, they're all down there. Notice how I am valiantly fighting off tiger threshers. While Gerbil is standing around doing nothing. Oh, it's got somebody. Oh, it's got... It was chewing on Lucy Ray. It ate Lucy Ray. Once again, thank you very much, Lucy Ray, for following. If you are catching the stream or you watch the stream a bit, please don't take that as a reflection on you following. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. What I might do is I might just hire a new one. To be fair, I only recently hired her, so no, you don't need to let her know. I will hire a better one. That was much like how we had a Mooch Prime. That was a Lucy Ray Prime, and that was to be the proper Lucy Ray will be next. Don't tell her, Gerbil. Please don't tell her. It'll be a clone, exactly. It'll be a clone that will start off with a different name and a different look and slightly different skills. Technically, I didn't let her die. No, that was all Gerbil's choice. So I can't believe Gerbil will let Lucy Ray die. That was very mean of him. Yeah, it's cruel. I don't know. Like, there's me trying to put up my nice follower numbers, my follower account. Gerbil gets jealous and decides to kill them. I don't know. It's fine. We'll hire a new one. We'll agree as members of the crew. We'll just hide the body. Hire a new person. Call them Lucy Ray. And then it would be like... You know when, like, your pet hamster dies and your parents get you a replacement one that looks pretty much the same, but isn't quite the same? We'll just get one of those. You give us a nice peaceful drive straight into effectively sharks. To be fair though, I did need to actually did forget to equip her with some decent weapons, so I promise you that next Mr. Biggles? Who's Mr. Biggles? Who on earth is Mr. Biggles? Somebody else die? Is it no? Oh, okay. Hey, I didn't kill the hamster. No, no. I didn't do anything. Trying to actually think. There is a chance that this might be abandoned if that creature is there. But let's push towards it. Worst case scenario, we die horribly again. We're running with a slightly Lucy Ray mauled to death. Can we just maybe F in chat? Just for Lucy Ray. Just a moment of silence. Okay, I think that's enough. Still, it's an eventful start. You see, you're only digging yourself into a hole. If Lucy Ray does watch this, I'm doing everything I can to be like, I'm sorry you died. You know, it was just your first outing, so we can replace it. It's nothing major. The second you become more established, I'll be less likely to want you to accidentally die and might restart a streak, like a run. And there's you making fun of the fact she's dead. What the heck does F mean? Do you not remember that there's an old meme? I mean, granted, an old meme. I say that like I'm... Give me a sec. Give me a sec. It was from a video game. It was like a really off reference in a Call of Duty. But it was like F to pay respects. Yeah, it was based on a Call of Duty. Somebody died and you had to press F in order to pay your respects. Get it up briefly. I want to get a decent one. Here we go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a funeral thing. I think it was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Let's see if I can bring it up. Oh, of course, it's a WebP file. Let's just save this as JPEG. Yep, cool. That's saved. Move that up. I mean, I never got into Call of Duty either, but there you go. So just moment of time, pay some respects. It's because it was just generic action key. It's the equivalent of press spacebar or press E. It's just they chose F and that became meme worthy. Just once again. Yeah, it was insensitive. It was hilariously insensitive in a really awkward way. Because it was obviously a funeral for a fallen soldier and all this sort of stuff, and then it was just, oh yeah, you just press an F button to pay respects. It was like how I think in Assassin's Creed 2, you had to press buttons to like as a baby to kick your legs. It was one of these things of, oh, we'll make you more immersive in the scene, and it was just kind of ridiculous by how bad it was. But well, just yeah. So once again, first thing we will do is we will get a new Lucy, I think. Yes, you know that one. Yeah. Oh, for a second I thought you got stuck in the geometry. You just... The thing just ran out of power. I don't know if I should look at that. Last time something jumped up and tore my face open. What do you think, chat? Shall I open this? There is a chance there's nothing there. There is a chance that it is a new pet. Ezio, yeah. Ezio Auditore. Yeah, that was Assassin's Creed 2. But yeah, no. What do you think, chat? Should I open the box? Possibly get my face torn open? Possibly get a new pet? Something else that I need to look after? Otherwise, Vamp's going to get upset. We're deciding I need to go feed her current pet. I don't know. She wants a pet, and I'm the one that's stuck feeding it, walking it, making sure it's okay. I suppose it's sort of the way, isn't it? Fine, Mooch doesn't want to eat. Alright, I'll open it. Don't know why that happened. Let's try again. Investigate. Bend down, try to open it. However, as you start to lift the lid, something slams it back down. Hello? Listen closely. Rustling. Forcibly remove the lid. I mean, it could be confetti that jumps out. You never know. Yep. Once again. It's trying to launch at my face. We are going to need another gunner though, so I'm going to... I believe we only lost Lucy. Okay, well, yeah. But I suppose there's a difference between a cat launching at your face and a weird, evil mermaid thingy. I can't believe I'm going to suggest this. But let's let Vam operate guns for a bit. Just until we can get somebody else. Hey, blog! We've already sunk once today, so... I'm not allowed to sink again for a little while. No. You're not dead. Our latest... One of our more recent followers, Lucy Ray, I named a security officer that. So there were 4 security officers, you, Vest and Pants, Witchcraft, and now Lucy Ray, in a dive that I was not in control of. Pink Gerbil wanted his character to steer the ship, so I let that happen. She got mauled to death by effectively tiger sharks. And then when we all had a moment of silence, you know, F and respect, Gerbil was making jokes. It's fine. It's fine. I promise that I will. The next person we hire will be. Will be the new Lucy Ray. That was a proto Lucy Ray. No, you weren't driving at the time, but you were the one driving just before she died. At the very least, you're an accessory. And then you threatened to tell her. So we are going to try to fight a big monster. Which, considering the fact that we had somebody... Well, we blew up to weird glowing things. And then had somebody die to a smaller monster. A big monster's probably going to kill us. But that's half the fun. And now our medic is back in charge of guns. Once again, going down. It's only just catching us. There we go. Sonic is being silly with the ship. You know what? Let's just throw on autopilot. Tell it to go to that position. I'm going to just run and check on the engines. Oh, for a second I thought that was Mooch. Ooh. I mean, totally wasn't scared and wanted to make sure Mooch was okay. I'm aware that one of the people that particularly likes Mooch is now a mod for me, so let's just make sure that stays okay. Yeah, okay, we are actually moving now. It's just game being weird. You see how quiet and peaceful it is now that I'm back at driving? And nobody's died yet, so, you know. I just routinely sink the ship. Nobody dies when I steer the ship. Yet. There's been a lot of close calls where I've reset time, but canonically, we have not died. I kind of wish I had enough footage now of just all the different clips of my character exploding, usually due to water pressure. But actually, that is something with Blarg here. I do have a new gun I wanted to give Blarg. Might be quite useful. It is instead of using a rifle, we are going to hopefully be using a gun that is got a nuclear rods attached to it that fires effectively a charge beam. So we're giving you a plasma rifle. We'll see how well that works for the time being. If you start blowing holes in the ceiling, maybe we'll take it off you. But until then, I just kind of hope this outpost is going to be open. If it shuts because the creature from the abyss nearby it, that's going to make it a bit rough to restock. A new gun, exactly. You see, I am not playing favourites. I let Gerbil make his power mech suit, which, to be fair, has saved the assistant's life more than once. I gave Blarg a new gun. Crewmana, I think you've got a slightly better screwdriver. And me, myself, I've got a sword. It's a very good screwdriver. Like, it's a masterwork screwdriver. You got metal armor that you made yourself out of scrap. I mean, it could be. We just have to, whenever she uses the screwdriver, we just have to make the whole wee 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 when noise. The ballast flora protection that I implanted seems to be working very well. Yes, you built it in a cave. You built it in a cave with a box of scrap. Let's just hope that this outpost is open. It would be nice. Ah, if only I could like mod some of the armor on this game. Just go around, make metal suit, make it Iron Man suit, and have Pink Gerbil walk around with it. So yeah, we are currently revered by the autocratic de facto superpower. There was a brief moment where we were on board a station and some cultists from the Church of the Husk did pick a fight with, I think it was witchcraft, just pulled out 2 knives and started to stab him. That was interesting, especially since like security didn't want to stop it. They were just like, oh yeah, don't worry, that's absolutely fine. We just let these 2 random people just start stabbing you. Here we go. We must have another... Yep, once Vamp's finished talking about everything. Okay, we don't look like we have another gunner. So, I think, for the time being, let's hire Aidan McNeil, and we'll name him after one of the other followers. Lucy, I will. The second we get one for you, I will bring it in. I will put you back in your position. But worst case scenario, we'll bring in a temporary gunner. Now, who do we have on my follower list? I think Out of Time might be decent. Out of Time Echo 1? I need to double check that though. Yeah, Out of Time Echo 1. So, congratulations! Out of Time Ecto 1. Out of Time Ecto 1. You are, at the very least, going to be a temporary security officer. Mainly because I don't want my medic to be operating a gun. That being said, she's remarkably good with weapons for what she is. Yeah, we'll just bring them in. Ragged clothes grabs your arm. Spare some marks. Hey, you are from that crate just arrived. Heading eyewood, I take it. Eyewood. Towards the eye of Europa. We might be. Why you ask? Fools, you are. A lot of you. You won't find salvation there. It just send you back like they always do. What do you mean? You've always been there? I have been there. Will I be there? I don't know. It's all so fuzzy. Maybe it was all just a dream. Maybe I'm just a madman. Maybe they did reason me back. Who's them? The ones who live there. Them and the monstrosity they keep there. Do wish it was a dream. What did you see in the eye? I shouldn't have said a thing. Just thinking about all this feels like Twister running backwards. I'll just say, if you're foolish enough to go there, I hope you have more luck dealing with them than I did. Okay. It was hopefully all just a dream. There's nothing to it. We'll just take some random missions. I mean, not that I'm planning to get much if we're going fishing for large monsters. But maybe if it's like a transport. across the way. Which actually quickly reminds me, we'll do a quick level up check. Nope, we are all currently good. We're all leveled up. We're going to be fighting something awful. We're going to need to have the crew on tip-top shape. So let's find the medic. We're remarkably intact. Commander, you're a bit more beaten up than everybody else. I think I might just spend a little bit extra money just to make sure the outside of the ship is as repaired as the inside. And of course, final check before we set off. Inevitably die to... I don't know what we'll be fighting. We need to make sure Mooch is happy. Yeah, Mooch seems to be happy. Right. Who really wants to live forever, right? Let's take cargo and bullets down this passageway with a creature from the abyss in it. If we live, awesome. If we die... Yay! So does that mean you will no longer be anyone fancy gaming? You'll try switching to Gerbil? I mean, I don't mind. I'm happy to call you... I think most people, regulars, know when you say Gerbil, it refers to you. Oh, cool though. Cool. Here's a question. If you go pink Gerbil, will you change your colour to pink? Or will you keep it as red? But then again, is red just a very dark pink? Or is pink just a very light red? I mean, you can argue that, can't you? Oh, we need to go down this route anyway. If we can get down to here, it will make incredibly good content. You will hear me probably swearing and panicking. Let's take some guns. Fair enough. Go pink gerbil straight away. I am curious what monster this is. There's one I know I want it to be, and there's one I don't want it to be. Both cases, we's are gonna die. But one of them is, oh, I might be able to fight this thing. The other one is, I'm not going to be able to fight this thing. Always the pink gerbil in the sky all along, weren't you? But who knows? If we can get to the next pass, if we can survive this, then if we can survive this, I think a decent attempt would be to try to make a pass for the next zone, which will have, hopefully, fingers crossed, more ships, or at least better upgrades. So if we do go from the cachalot, we can try to bring some other things, including ones that allow us to have like mini subs to kind of go around protecting us, which would be quite interesting. We could have a ridiculously large crew. It might be a bit difficult to remember who's who, and maybe I might have to print out a roster. Just go through the checklist. You know, out of time, Ecto 1 present, Gromana present, Gerbil present, Blarg, where's Blarg? Oh wait, there's Blarg present. But we get to that point, that would be nice. Get more and more. We are verging on the area that I stopped at. So who knows? We get to bit deeper. We're just doing a very basic arms delivery, but that's not the mission we're doing, to be honest. Until the beast is dead, new outposts won't be established in the adjacent locations, and existing outposts might get abandoned. It is directly beneath us. Well, let's have a look for it, shall we? Worst case scenario, we just run. Or die horribly, then run. But I should probably quickly, before we actually go deeper. Out of time, Ecto 1. Welcome to the crew. Let's task you with... Oh, we need to get Vamp off the gun. And we'll ask you to also make sure that we load ammunition. Not necessarily in that order. Let's ask you to fight off things that come on board the ship, and then arm guns. $700, almost 600 meters. Let's just slowly creep down. I'll throw on a directional so we don't bump into walls and stuff. Of course it's an alien reference. Okay, broodmother's not an issue. We usually are able to hurt that quite well. So whatever this thing is. I'll try and get a nice view of it as well when we inevitably die to it. He's just flagging up I need oxygen. Why do I need oxygen? Ah, that will be why I need oxygen. You know, while we're fighting off this thing, I'm just going to tell it to stay in position for a bit. We'll let Blarg and Veston... No, Blarg and Out of Time Ecto deal with this. Then once everybody's dead... Once they're dead, not us. We'll live. We'll live through this. In the meantime, we can enjoy my funky dancing. I imagine the awesome battle scenes happening outside, but you're stuck watching this. I might just help out a little bit. Okay, I think we'll just shoot a few of these eggs just to make sure that clears the path. Oh, Blog almost suffocated. Exactly, yes. Oh, I mean, the mum is already dead. But yeah, You know, your own imagination is the most powerful tool you have. So just imagine the epic battles going on as I'm dancing. Oh, we've got a watcher as well. So for people who might not know, we're out of bullets for that gun. I don't believe you can even see the watcher. So there is a weird, best way to describe it, sea urchin, beholder thing, spiky, kind of can drive you insane. Okay, I would just let the water drain to the pump. We do seem to be shooting at someone. Let's see if we can get an actual view of it this time. Exactly, who needs sanity? Just deal with the angry mermen. Actually, I will attempt to bring us a bit higher up to it. Chain guns might not be the right choice. The game is like, oh, you want me to do what? Really? Do I have to? Okay, I think we're rising up enough now. There you go, that's a watcher. Well, I should say that was a watcher. Plus side, our target has shufted along a bit, so let's just slowly crawl across. Don't bang, don't bang. Oh. And you lot said I was a bad captain. No comment. Don't clip that. Okay, 300 meters away. We might survive. We might. Yeah, or no. Positive thing. Power positive thinking. We will survive this. We will survive this. We will kill this thing. It can't be that terrifying. I've killed one of these things before. If it's the thing I think it is, we will survive. We will survive. It's probably something like a latcher. Something that's annoying, but not awful. Yeah. Well, oh god, no. Yeah, no, I did not want to see that. That is not what we wanted. Oh no, no, okay. Okay, he's just a sharpness. Okay. Let's maintain position. We'll try and get a view of this thing, shall we? Oh, Charybdis, I suppose. It's fine. We're a functional group. that's desperately trying to fix everything. I trust my gunners. I trust my crew. We will totally survive this. There you go. Cryptis is... We've taken out a quarter of its health already. 2/3 of its health. We just need to stay relatively intact. I'm trying to ensure that we don't accidentally go... I think there's a chasm beneath us. No, no, cool. We're just on the floor. We are being rubbed against the floor, though, so that's not great. Any gunners would be useful. There we go. Yeah, not nice. On the plus side, if as long as you stay in the ship, it can't get in. It would literally have to destroy the ship before it gets to us, so... I need more welding fuel. There you go. Mooch, Mooch, stay where we see you, Mooch. Mooch! Don't go out there. We don't have a battle Mooch. Okay, okay, cool. We're back to it. We're starting to lose water again. It's alright, I knew it. We were... Where's Blarg? Blarg? Did you die? Blarg, don't tell me you died trying to fight... Don't tell me you went outside to try to fight Cryptis by yourself. God damn it, Blarg. Why did you have to be a hero? Why did you have to do this? I'm really torn. I don't want Blarg to die. But you're also doing really well. It's fine. It's fine. We didn't see Blarg die. What we'll do is, if we can survive this, which I don't think we will, if we can survive this and nobody else dies, we'll just say that Blarg valiantly fought it off. It is still dragging us across the floor. Where is it? It really dragged us across the floor. That is like major carpet burn. I'm curious. Can we see what happened to... Oh. Not Benny! Well, I don't care about Benny, but not Blarg! Alright. If somebody else other than Benny dies, I'm just going to reset it. But I like the mental image of, regardless of what happens, whether reset or not, Blarg, you went out there to stun baton Charybdis by punching it in the face. I probably should have said, I have killed Charybdis before, but maybe only once. And it was very much in this same scenario. Lots of people, lots of flooding, Lots of it screaming down at us. Oh. Ecto died as well. There is something about my security officers. That's their idea of security is let's go and charge at the thing outside the ship. Big scary thing, lots of teeth. Once again, thank you very much for subscribing, Ecto1, if you do catch back up on this. This is not a indication of how I feel. This is purely the fact we are... Oh, Veston's dead as well. Yeah, I think... Why do we have somebody outside the ship? Crewmates is desperately trying to fix stuff. Zwei is swimming outside the ship. Zwei is trying to... I think, yeah, that's the issue. They've all got, like, hero complex. God damn it, you lot. Why can't you all just be cowards like I am? At the very least, even I know that I want to run away. I ain't gonna go out there with it. I mean, the size of it in itself is, You know what? I think I'll just do a reset. I think that might be the wise choice. We've lost all of our soldiers. Our assistant. I mean, Witchcraft, he's staying put. It just happens to be he's on the gun at the bottom of the ship. He also has some severe wounds. Right. I'm okay. I'm okay. Guys, I'm okay. I still might be able to make this. I'm just a little hurt. I could do this. I could totally do this. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay, chat. Well, I think I was just as much a hero, although there goes the ship again. Let's just there you go. We're just once again, it's a final destination moment. We have this brief moment. We saw a possible future, and decided, ooh, let's maybe not fight the thing right now then. But you all got to see Charybdis, which is good. It was not what I thought it was going to be when I initially saw how it responded back. Um, but we'll say that for hopefully never. But oh, I should probably also say while we are loading, I have decided it's been a little while because I think we hit our follower goal. When did we hit our follower goal? We hit our follower goal 16 days ago. That was the 10 followers. So I've been thinking about what to do for that, and I have picked a game that we will be playing. So it's only going to be a fairly small game, and it's going to be similar-ish to Barotrauma, but there is a game called Iron Lung, which is all about steering a one-person submarine, trying to do stuff. And it will be a one-person submarine, so we can see how people, like, there won't be any mutinies on board. We can see how I would be able to cope purely around the submarine myself. Iron Lung. I'll put it in the chat quickly. There you go. It's in the chat. Iron Lung. It's a small, little ocean-esque horror game. I'm not expecting it to be a particularly long stream. I will try my hardest to get as far as I can. But yeah, I need to pick a date. So we'll try to do this. I'm thinking tomorrow will probably be, if not the finale of my Stray playthrough, will be close enough to it. So possibly this coming Friday, or maybe I might do it on another day if I feel we need to. No mutiny, I'm afraid. I mean, you're more than welcome to stand there and be like the people on the radio telling me what to do. I'm more than happy to let that happen, but it will be me solo piloting a submarine all by myself. But yeah, there's a few other games I was thinking of trying as well, but obviously we're going to keep Barotrauma going. I'm just trying to think what we could potentially do after Stray is done. Because I think one or two more streams and then Stray will be done. Which, you know, I'll be a bit sad to see it, but it's been really nice to go back to it, play it again. There's been a lot of areas that I forgot, and a lot of interesting mechanics. It was nice to show you all, to be honest. Like, hearing some of you lot on chat asking if, you know, if they want to potentially add it to their wish list on Steam, which, honestly, if you see it cheap, Stray is a really good game to play, even if it's not necessarily your typical flavor. It's a quick, basic-ish sort of puzzly game. Much like Barotrauma, if it's something that you've never considered before, but you wanted to try it, I mean, honestly, I think even once we get further into Barotrauma, I'm probably going to see if any of my like IRL friends, if they end up getting it or they have it, maybe try to organise like a proper multiplayer dive. Maybe not necessarily streamed, but you know, it would be nice to have other people. And then I think other games I was debating. So I had a bit of an introspection of looking at stuff. So depending on what chat wants, yes, you would actually have a mutiny. There would be, I am fairly certain it would be things like Gerbil would accidentally, you know, maybe sedate whoever was in charge and steal the ship. I did see the target reticule flash up. Okay, I think the big creature called out, but because we're not running a sonar, We're just quietly sneaking past it. But yeah, I've got a few other games in mind to potentially play once the Stray's done. I'm debating. I mean, it depends on what people will be interested in, to be honest. There's a few games that I'll be interested in doing, both a bit more chill, relaxed, but also interesting. I'm trying to think of what sort of theme I can kind of marry, like Barotrauma and Stray together. And the only thing I've got is it's both slightly dark, which, to be fair, is not really. Yeah, for those that know me, know that dark tends to be my sort of like genre. So there was, what was it? There was Prey 2017. I might do. I might temporarily do some more random on and off streams. There is the Monster Hunter franchise, which I generally love. You got the watch in now with us. There is a game called Soma, which I did try a while ago, and if you will stand by me, as I will be a total wimp. Let's just train that. I don't know. I'll have to make some decisions. Maybe I'll put a poll up. Oh, wrong button. Press that button. Yeah. All nice and clean. I know there's a few games I wouldn't mind doing in the future. Like, I am tempted in potentially doing a Bloodborne stream at some point. Maybe not too recent. But yeah, I mean, I'll throw it over to Blarg. If it ever gets to the point where we both kind of run out of what we're currently streaming, I'm happy to do a joint Bloodborne. Especially since I've been figuring out how to do more joint abilities. Like, me and Crowmana. Pay attention to the sub. Oh, but there you go. Yeah. Look, if you finish your Dark Souls Fist Only run, or decide to do a Bloodborne run and I'm out of stuff to do, yeah, I'd be up with this some co-op. Even if it is we are playing it at a similar time, but we end up like helping each other out at things, even if we don't want to do an active co-op together. But either way, I think the main issue with us would be both trying to find times where we're both on at the same time. But then again, we usually do bump into each other, don't we? We tend to stream roughly around the same times. I know why we're not surviving. Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, there's a chance then that, depending on how it all goes, I don't mind potentially running 2 streams on a Sunday. Keep Barotrauma. But maybe a bit later on doing a Bloodborne with you if you want. There we go. The whole reason we weren't diving down was because in order to deal with that ballast borer, I had turned off the pump and drained it completely and wasn't allowing it to bring any more in there. So it was like trying to hold a balloon underwater. It just didn't want to go any deeper. Ah, fair dues then. Fair dues. We'll have to sit down at some point and try to organise something. Okay, so we didn't kill the Cryptus this time, but we, in another reality, Blarg heroically tore it to pieces from the inside out. Ooh, ow, sorry. That was a weird audio glitch. But I think what we can do then is, at the very least, because we're about an hour and a half currently into the stream, let's try to get to the next area, or at least cross the next area where we can potentially get some more upgrades to the ship. So it's only like 2 more dives, maybe 3 if we're really unlucky. But we could definitely get across. And then when it comes to actually killing the creature from the abyss, which there will now be a lot more of the deeper, because we are going deeper and deeper. Yeah, we can definitely sort of like start tearing it to pieces. Who knows, that might even be nice. I mean, I know we accidentally lost Lucy Ray earlier and we got out of time Ecto 1. But we can, there's nothing to say we couldn't necessarily keep both on board. Start bringing some of the other people, like we got Rhaegar, Calatam, Squeefly, Petroglass, and Radamentos. So we do have a bit of a crew backlog. Gerbil, you're in front of HR, Gerbil. Gerbil. Oh, just step over here. Come on, just step over here. Yeah, good boy. Stay. We do have, I believe, some security officers. So if we just go for the highest security officer we have. So Karen DiGiorno. There you go. We will. So this is Lucy Ray. Your name was now Lucy Ray. You will only ever be addressed to as Lucy Ray, and there was only ever one Lucy Ray. It's like Dread Pirate Roberts rules. Yeah, not right now. The goal currently is just to get to the next few stations. Ooh, by book. Most of everything else is stuff we've seen before. Some more instruction manuals. I think maybe for a bit of chaos, we'll just buy one thing of nitroglycerin and we'll just, you know, worst case scenario, if we end up dying again, I'll just run out and try and throw it at the monster. And we do have Handy Seaman, Sailor's Guide. Just leave it to submarine for the time being. So I'm thinking, out of time Ecto, I'm going to probably take you off the guns. And I'll put Lucy Ray back on guns because I liked kind of how we had that. But out of time, Ecto, I think I'm going to make you the internal chief security officer. Your job will be, hopefully, fingers crossed, to not man any guns, but to keep maybe the other guns loaded. And if anything gets on board the ship, your main priority will be to jump on them. And so, much like how Blarg has a experimental nuclear-powered rifle, we'll give you one as well. Yeah, so there you go. We just need to go 2 dives and we'll be across. The Aphotic Plateau. We're currently reaching difficulty of almost 50, chat. So yeah, we'll get Lucy Ray manning guns as well. We'll have out of time Ecto. Yeah. Internal security. Which means that if the minutes start taking other jobs along, maybe potentially I can ask Witchcraft not to abandon the guns because he's currently running on the big guns. So one of the main issues I have been having is once monsters get on board, yeah, it's important that our security officers deal with the monsters that will come on board. Otherwise, they'll eat everyone. But if they don't shoot any new monsters coming on board, then it's sort of 6 and 2 threes. They slowly get whittled away by the monsters coming on board, and they don't necessarily deal with the monsters that are currently on board itself. But more importantly, it's better to have not vamp on guns. See, I always like to think that when it takes this really long to load, it's because it's not loading up tons and tons of monsters for us to encounter. It's just, it's giving us this nice moment of break, this nice peaceful moment. I didn't heal. That's fine. Did I not tell out of time? No, because we fought the Charybdis, didn't we? So that was vamp on guns. Well, let's quickly get this changed then. You see, let's give you some more health. You see, move it faster. Let's make it so that you gain more experience. And you can fabricate some better weapons. I want you to operate guns. Operate the top gun. No, not you, Echo. Operate weapons. Top weapon. Let's try here. There you go. Definitely is Lucy. Lucy's manning guns. Cool. I will tell Lucy to focus on guns and to reload ammo. Echo, you will focus on intruders. When you're not focusing on intruders, we will ask you to load ammunition. And when you are not loading ammunition, let's just have you... I don't know, let's just get you just doing general maintenance, which you don't. That's Cromana doing general maintenance. Ugh. Cromana, your job. What's that? An Ecto. Your job will be the general maintenance. Cool. Prioritize fighting intruders. Like herding cats sometimes. We do need to do a quick level up check. So while autopilot's taking us. So we do now have some level ups. Cromena, you have the ability to do more burning damage, and you can make flamethrowers, versus being able to make better batteries. Do you have a preference? Flamethrower. I thought you'd probably want flamethrower. Okay. Gerbil. So far, you are currently just onto the point where you can start making grenades that can repair things. Though I might make it so you can hold your breath a bit longer. No, let's just make it so you can make fixing grenades. Blog, you've leveled. Veston, we can level you up. Just make it so you do more damage with ranged weapons. Witchcraft is level, is fine. Yeah, it's basically, you know, you can get insulation foam. You basically have that as a grenade. You throw it into a room, it explodes. Anything it hits, it repairs. I might have to make you, maybe off stream, just like a decent half a dozen, just... Because that would definitely be very useful for when we inevitably die horrifically to something. Just be able to be like, oh yeah, you know, just quickly throw in a grenade, poof, entire room is fully repaired. Oh. I'm trying to feed Benny. Not Benny. Mooch. I mean, it looked like I was trying to feed Benny. The captain isn't broken. Why would you want to fix the captain? But, I'm gonna start sending you out to fight monsters now. You hurt my feelings. No, it's fine. It's fine. I've just provided you almost 2 hours worth of entertaining content. I think we've shot most of the things around us. That is the benefit of having some decent things. The amount of gunners and security officers we get on board. We are traveling slower than I like, though, so let's just... Oh, okay, we're going down. That's one of the reasons why. Let's take it off autopilot. See what this sub can really do. Engine's being weird again. Why are we being weird? I know we're pushing against something. There we go. I put all these upgrades into decent upgrades for our engines. Half the time it's like, no, you can crawl around at 5 kilometers an hour. Take off directional. Oh, okay, we do have to go down. Well, let's dive down, and I hope we don't dive down too quickly and too greedily. It's usually pretty good at telling you when you're approaching crush depth. At which point you're not instantly dead, you just... Like the dwarves. Exactly like the dwarves. It's not my fault I have issues with patience. See, this is why I would, like, honestly, I would be a really bad captain, because I'm like, oh yeah, let's go very gentle, let's go very gentle. You'd be like, no, the thing I want's over here, let's run to it. Let's run past the terrifying things. Like that. I saw it coming. What? I am a serviceable doctor. Got the full get up. You know, it just doesn't mean that maybe I need to do some more research, a little bit outdated with some of my techniques. Well, because nobody else wants to drive, do they? It's the same thing. I'm the designated driver. You all get to have fun. I get stuck. Oh, well, I don't have any patience, no. I mean, you could be my patient if you want. Ah. But no, we're so close. Why just let me... I just kind of wish I could just command people to fire a hole in the walls and just... But yeah, we'll just make our own path. I'm hearing gunshots on board. That's not a good sign. Correction, I'm hearing gunshots on board and they're not coming from Gerbil. I suppose I should make sure everybody's okay. Let's just... Well, there you go. Battle for the ages. Jesse trying to save Ecto. Ecto's fine. Ecto went to a farm upstate. We can get another Ecto. It's fine. I don't think he's going to check the channel. Nobody tell him. It's fine. Ecto's fine. It was a... Like we had a Mooch Prime, a trial Mooch. We had a Lucy Prime. He was a temp. A locum. We just have to get another one at some point. For a minute, don't tell. I can't believe I'm having to express in my chat. Gerbil can't tell Lucy. And Karamana can't tell Lecto. Or do, but say if you want me to resurrect them, they have to bring me some more followers. There you go. I'm totally not holding them hostage. But with this, I think... Is this getting to the next part? No. We did have to do... This is just one of the 2 stages. We've got one more. I can't remember. We'll find out. We'll quickly dock. I can't remember if this was on the other side of the border. No, because we had to talk to somebody. Okay, that's fair. We've got a decent thing then. I'll go across. I will talk to open up the new border. And then we will quickly push through. And then I might call it once we're at the new station. New items, new upgrades, new friends to make along the way. New Ecto. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. If the game decides it wants to kind of boot up. This is the issue. The bigger the ship you get, sometimes, the more things on board the ship, the more it has to kind of manually put everything back in and ensure, oh yeah, got this. You know, it's one of the downsides of sometimes I kind of want to just get the most basic ship I can, no upgrades or no upgrading it up to a bigger ship, just nice small 4-person ship. See how far I go before we inevitably will die. Fair dues. Nice for thank you for dropping by, Gerbil. As usual, it's great to see you. I promise you, when you come back, it will be the same Gerbil on board as you left. Totally don't replace you behind the scenes. Honest. To be fair, there's only been one person I have replaced behind the scenes. That is why. Purely for the fact that, for some reason, and don't ask me why, he got himself locked in a ballast tank and drowned. So when I finally found his dead body, it was like a mission or two later. Because I wasn't paying attention to the crew roster. I just like, oh, I haven't seen him in a while. Where is he? And then, yeah, he drowned himself in a ballast tank. So we have replaced him, but to be fair, I wanted to replace him initially anyway. So he is back, as you can see. He looks similar, or as similar as I could get him. And this time he's another medic. Just he's a medic with more mechanics responsibilities. A very busy captain. I have to make myself look very pretty. Okay, so we're now moving to the Great Sea. I will very briefly get to a medic station, make sure we're all healed. And I don't know, I'll leave it open to chat. Should I make it to the Great Sea now? And end at the next station? Do I end here and do, like, moving on to the Great Sea next week? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, because we've just hit the 2-hour mark. So this is the main reason I was thinking. If we had an extra 5 minutes, I might have said push on. But we're on the verge. We've opened up the passage to the next area. So, yeah, okay. I think that's a good call, Crowmanor. I will switch across to this. Yeah, thank you all once again for joining the stream. We saw Charybdis. We died horrifically in an alternate reality. Blarg went out swinging. Not that we saw it, but you know, if we don't see it, we can come up with other theory we like. And we are on the verge to the Great Sea. So join back in the next stream. Forever remembered, yes. And of course, moment of silence for Lucy Ray Prime and Out of Time Ecto 1 Prime, who, you know, gave up their lives totally not due to incompetence on my behalf. So just a brief moment of silence. Okay, I think that's long enough. Yeah, I hope wherever you are, you're having a good time. Enjoy the... Oh yeah, I do need to feed Mooch. Thank you for reminding me, Crowman. Vamp would get very upset if Mooch does anything does happen to Mooch. I won't check on the off chance. I'm fairly certain we still have Mooch, but I'll feed him off screen. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for stopping by. And yeah, by all means follow if you want to follow. Feel free to recommend this to other people. Yeah, always be plugging. And yeah, I will see you lot when I next see you. Bye.